Hey, what's going on, Mission students? For those of you who I haven't met, my name is Josh. I'm the student pastor here at Mission Church, as I have been for the last 4 years. And over the last 4 years, we've seen God work and move in some incredible ways in the lives of you as students. We've seen you go public with your faith in Jesus. We've seen you invite friends, whether that was to game nights here at the building, whether it was for Student Alpha at Lake Park. Over and over again, we've seen God show up and work and move in your life. And similarly, through that, Sarah, my wife, and I, we've seen God show up and work and move in our lives. And it's been an incredible joy and honor to get to serve and lead this student ministry over the last 4 years. But over the last few months, we've begun to sense that God was opening some doors and laying some groundwork for some things to change in our lives. And so I wanted to share that with you this morning and then talk a little bit more about what that means for us here at Mission Church. Before I do, check out this short video. In 2006, I was working as a student pastor at Community Christian Church here in the suburbs of Chicago, just over in Naperville. And let me tell you, I absolutely loved our church. Every single Sunday, we saw brand new people walking through the door, gathering with us. We saw again and again people surrender their lives to Jesus. That's why in the midst of all of that, a single question derailed everything that I thought was going forward in my life. And it went like this. It came from my dear friend and mentor, Troy McMahon. He said, Josh, would you consider leaving this and moving with a team of us to Kansas City to start a brand new church there to help do there what we've experienced God doing here? Every logical voice inside of my head said, why would you possibly say yes to an invitation like that? But at the same time, all of those voices that I heard in my head, there was one that was louder than all of them. It was the voice of Jesus speaking in John chapter 20, where he said to his first disciples, as the Father has sent me, so I am sending you. And so I moved with Troy, as well as Tommy and Jessica Bowman and a team of others from here in Chicago to Kansas City to start Restore Community Church. And over the course of the next 10 years, I saw God work and move in countless different ways, including in 2011, when we as a church in Kansas City had the opportunity to send Tommy and Jess once again to return back to their home here in Chicago and begin laying the groundwork for what would become Mission Church. You see, the last 4 years here at Mission for Sarah and I, they've been incredible. We've formed deep friendships and relationships. We've seen an incredible team of volunteers rally around to lead and invest in our students. We have some of the most engaged and invested parents. And over again, we've seen God work in and through our students. And yet, earlier this year, a conversation began. It was a question that was really an invitation. This time it was from my friend Morgan Greer. He said, Josh, would you and Sarah consider leaving your church there at Mission and joining our team as we're starting this church here in Prairie Village called Serve Community Church? And once again, every voice in the back of my head was like, no, why would I possibly do that? That we've seen God work and move in incredible ways the last 4 years. And we've developed deep relationships and friendships. We love what God is doing here, even in the midst of the pandemic, that we've seen him working and moving. Why would we possibly leave? And when all of those voices were echoing around in our heads, there was one voice that was louder than all of them. It was, once again, the voice of Jesus saying, as the Father has sent me, so I am sending you. At that invitation began a conversation between Tommy and myself, and it became very apparent that God was opening a door for, once again, Sarah and I to go. We've said before that growth happens on the other side of your comfort zone. And right now it feels like that's exactly where we are. That we're uncomfortable, but we also feel called. And so we're saying yes. And we're saying yes to go, to be sent. As the Father sends, so we are sent. Now, I don't know about you as you watch that video, but for me, I was filled with all sorts of emotions. You see, this season truly is bittersweet. That, Sarah and I are really excited about where we feel like God is leading us and the opportunity that we're going to have to help students as well as adults find and follow Christ. But at the same time, it's sad because saying goodbye is hard. And for us, the last 4 years, we've developed some really great relationships with our volunteers, with you as students, as well as with parents. And so to say goodbye to all of you, as well as the staff and our broader Mission Church community, is hard. And I want to let you know a couple things as we're in this transition period. And number one, Mission Students has never been about Josh and Sarah Jackaway. That from day one, Mission Students has been about helping you and your families find and follow Christ. And whether that was me leading or it was your small group leaders leading, it was all towards the same end goal. It was helping you find and follow Christ. And even though Sarah and I are leaving, that's not changing. That we're going to continue to have an incredible team of volunteers who wants to lead you and help you continue to find and follow Christ. That they want to help lead you and your friends further in a deeper relationship with Jesus. So that's not changing. And whoever follows in my footsteps, while they won't maybe be me, they will bring some things to the table that perhaps I don't. And so I want to encourage you to be open to whoever's next and to see how God might continue to work in and through Mission Students beyond Sarah and I's presence here. Number two, the thing I want to tell you is this. We have some great things planned for you during the month of August, as well as into September, October, and beyond. And so I want to encourage you to keep showing up here on our Mission Students YouTube channel. Over the course of the next couple Sundays, you're going to hear more about some of the exciting things that we have ahead. One of which that I want to share with you right now is happening on Sunday, August 23rd. Sunday, August 23rd is going to be a really great day for Mission Students. And it's really going to begin us as we're heading into the fall. That as schools start to return, some things are going to be shifting for how we do Mission Students. And I couldn't be more excited about what I think's ahead. And so August 23rd, what's going to happen is we're going to have in-person watch parties for both middle school and high school. Those are going to be hosted in different families' homes, and we're going to have more information coming around that. But August 23rd is when we also want to move up and send out. And so what that means is if you're an 8th grade student heading into 9th grade, as in you're about to start 9th grade, you're headed to Lake Park or Glenbard North or Addison Trail or Bartlett or any other high schools around. On that Sunday, August 23rd, we don't want you to engage with middle school. We want you to instead pivot and begin engaging with high school. We're going to have high school broken up into two different quadrants. We're going to have 9th and 10th grade incoming students in one location, and then we're going to have incoming 11th and 12th grade students in another location as well. So if you're a 9th grader, just graduated 8th grade, headed into 9th grade, we want you to show up to the 9th grade group on that day. We've got some great stuff planned to help you transition from middle school Mission Students to high school. All right, so that's number one. So we want to help you move up. Number two, we want to send out seniors. You just graduated, and this is going to be your last opportunity to gather together with your group. And again, we're segmenting that day so that you have an opportunity to have one last moment together with your small group. On August 23rd, we want you to show up to the group that's for juniors and seniors, the upperclassmen group. And it's going to be your last time to kind of spend time as a group before you head to college. Now, some of you, you're already going to be starting school. Others of you, you're staying locally. Regardless, we want to help you continue to grow in your relationship with God, even though it will no longer be after that Sunday within Mission Students. All right? And then middle schoolers. Middle schoolers, on that day, we're going to do something really fun. We're going to have all of the 6th graders gather together. We're going to have all the 7th graders gather together. And we're going to have all of the 8th graders gather together. So it doesn't matter, boys or girls, you're going to come together by your grade. Those are going to be hosted in homes. And we've got some fun things planned for you and your small group. And you're going to hear a little bit more then about some stuff that's going to be happening in September and October. So I want to encourage all of you Mission Students, save the date for Sunday, August 23rd. And I look forward to doing my best to drop in to each of those different groups that are going to be happening on that Sunday to get an opportunity to see each of you in person. I know many of us got to see each other just over the weekend and early last week at day camp. And so this isn't goodbye, not yet. We're going to have an opportunity to do some fun things together later on this month. And then I'll have an opportunity to get to say goodbye to each of you as we make this transition. Sarah and I's last Sunday is going to be on Sunday, August 30th. And then we're going to begin our new journey in September back in Kansas City, where we came from, helping my friend Morgan starting a church there called Serve Community Church. And it's been, as I said, a joy and honor to get to lead each of you. And I hope that even though the distance will grow next month as we're farther apart, that we'll continue to stay connected. You can always hit me up through text or shoot me a message on social media. And I look forward to seeing how God's going to continue to work in you and through you in the weeks, months, and years ahead. I thank you for giving me the true joy to get to lead you these past 4 years. And I can't wait to see how God continues to work and lead in the seasons ahead.